Let that 4850 walk today. As y'all can see, had to put a wheel bearing in the gauge wheel on this chisel ply. That is a 22 shank Graham Hoeing chisel ply. Got Dad working today. So guess what? Let him have his fun. She's walking with it, buddy. And, as you can see, one of my neighbor's soybean fields right next to mine. And, I don't know what he waiting on to cut his soybean, but man, if you go look at those beans, man, oh my God. He has some of those water hemp weeds that's so bad in that field right next to me, man. I don't know what to tell him, you know. You get set in your old ways and you don't want to try to learn something from anybody, you know, I just call you an idiot. So, you know, pick your poison. But I still like about 200 more acres from get done harvesting soybeans. So take a little break from the harvest and just to get some chisel ply done. So make it do what it do. Let Dad do his thing. This field is chiseled about over a foot deep. I got them sinking pretty heavy because I'm finna come back and lime this field real heavy and potash, about 300 pounds of potash to the acre. And as I was saying earlier about my neighbors being right there, they look good, but they trashy as hell. I mean, he has water hemp weeds, man. I don't know if they're gonna dock him pretty hard on it or not, but you know, he has good potential beans. But you know, but it's crazy how this land is divided. What I have, if you look back in the camera, you go way back up to that corner, and you veer off to the right, it's about 30 acres of block, 30 acre block ahead of that. And it's a strip that come outside this guy field and always around. But not to panic, I also have another big block right next door to this field. And man, I hope this fertilizer price go down, because last year I put out anywhere between 26 tons of fertilizer on right at 300 some acres. And I went and bought another tender. I bought 2 tenders of fertilizer last year, using potash and sulfur. You know, a lot of folks use the blend. It's a preference, but soybean mostly thrive on using potash. And you know, you can put as much potash out as you want, as long as your pocket can stand it. You know, because I paid last year anywhere between, I want to say, I paid anywhere between last year right at $400 a ton and everything. So, you know, $400 a ton times 22 tons on a tender, and I bought 2 of them. So you imagine what the bill was. But hey, you give and take, because last year I made a bumper crop with the price of the way it was, and I put out 300 pounds of potash. But I'm gonna give you a heads up of how that fertilizer really works. If you've been farming soybeans long enough, you'll see partial results your first year after fertilizing that field that you planted. You'll see maybe 40%, maybe 40. Depends how heavy you put it out. If you go out here and try to put 100 pounds of potash, you might cut 40 bushels, maybe. People been asking me how is it that I've been yielding 90 plus bushels an acre? Get what your pocket can afford, you know. Not bragging by any means. You know, if you manage your money right, you can afford to put out heavy potash. You know, it's give or take. But last year, like I was saying, you know, if you put out 100 pounds, that's about what you're gonna average. You on a good year, about 40 bushels. 300 pounds is what I recommend on my lot of my stuff. And I usually put 2 tons of lime to the acre. And there's a place right here in Mississippi called man, I got bad memory today. Lime Co. off of Highway 47 between Houston and Oklahoma. Got some real good lime. That's where I buy my lime from. Year 4 last, no, 2 years ago I bought 230 tons of lime. And it wasn't bad. It was $15 a ton. And you know, $15 a ton, you know, that's pretty cheap on some lime. And they had some pretty good results on the lime. And I got a good agronomist. We done a lot of studies on my dirt. We did soil sampling and some pH testing. And right now we chiseling. And he's gonna come out tomorrow and do some soil sampling on all the ground that I have cut. And you know, farming is like taking care of a kid. If you don't take care of the child, you know, it's gonna be bad resulting on that. So, you know, I love farming. I wouldn't trade for nothing in the world. And a guy asked me, how many acres am I farming? That's top secret. I'll tell you in a little while how many acres I'm farming. It's way up there. I'm not gonna lie. It ain't no 200 or 300. It's way more than that. You know, a nice size farm operation would definitely make you a good, honest living. You know, you can see some results off. No, you can see good money off 300 acres. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But when I started, when I was 16 or 17, somewhere in there with Dad, when he was farming, and it went between 700-800 acres, and we picked it up, me and my brother, and we expanded it. You know, we up there. I'm just being honest. So you know, it made a difference in the income and everything when you got a three-way split. But since he hasn't been farming, my twin brother, I have a twin brother also, and just me and Dad, just running everything. So, hey, it is what it is. Count your blessings, not your problem. Like the other day, I was down for 3 days, no, almost 4 days, because of the drum on the feeder house has went out, and the bears that seized up in it, it made a big racket. I mean, I can't complain. I never had any problems at the combine. I done had it over 4 years. Only thing I done to it was basic maintenance. But I mean, you got to give and take some now. I mean, people think you're gonna buy machinery that's gonna come out, the showroom floor gonna have no problem. Be honest with you, I done seen brand new equipment leave the lot and don't even make it to the field. I'm being dead serious. I have seen a guy I know real well that owns 8 combines, and they all are S780s. Believe it or not, they was headed out to the field back here last year, and they was on the highway, and the combine didn't even make it to the field. It had a major hydraulic system failure. I mean, they done had guys that they're trying to figure it out, trying to see what's wrong. They had to call the people out of Moline to come down and fix the combine because they were still on the warranty. And what it was a catastrophe on the hydraulic system. So don't always have faith in new machinery. Sometimes old school is the best way to go. See, like me, I'm old school farming. Sound guard equipment, 9600 combines, you know. And my preference on the 9600, I love spike tooth machinery. Spike tooth definitely is better in soybeans, and raspberry definitely better in corn. I'm just staking it out there. And I talked to Brother Wade the other night. I told him I'm gonna put him on some Great Heart seeds next year and everything. And this guy, they got the soybean field next to mine right here. Those are Great Heart Roundup Ready 1 that Mr. Trice have. Those are not my beans right there now. Just give y'all a heads up. So, you know, he's afraid to go to dicamba variety to get a high yield. And I told him, don't get me wrong, Roundup Ready 1s make you 35, 40 bushel. But if you paying $60 a bag for a Roundup Ready 1, why not go and pay another $10 more for a high yielding bean and make you more money? I told him, he asked me, why you plant dicamba bean? You see my results, don't you? I went from yielding 40 bushels and kept doing my studies on soybeans and row spacing, like I tell folks. Row spacing is the key to when it comes to dicamba beans. 15, 20, and 30s is the best row spacing for soybeans. I'm telling you. I had planted beans on 10-inch spacing years ago. I mean, I done average, and I'm paying these high dollar seeds, and they ain't thriving. So I got to doing a little study, and you know, over my years from looking at genetics, and I've been with the same seed company I don't know how many years. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna change my row spacing. So I went from 10 to 20, and bam, there it is. I'm telling you, I recommend 15, 20 and 30-inch row spacing. You're gonna see a big difference in your yield. It's called how I see it. You know, everybody got their own, no to each his own. I'm not knocking them. But I promise you, you'll thank me later. Brian Nisable, shout out to you. Dion Wade, shout out to you. My cousin over there in Arkansas, Quay Perry and Daniel Perry, shout out to you. Dion Wade, shout out to you. Pole farmers, shout out to you. All of those farmers that follow me on my fan base, I can't name them all, but y'all know who y'all. Keep doing your thing. And I need more subscribers, I'm telling you. Hit me out. I need more subscribers. That's the only way I can put it. Give me more subscribers. Y'all have a blessed day. Dad loved Chisholm. I had to give it to him. At 4850 walk with that 22 shank. Let it eat, Pop. Well, she humming pretty good. Yes, sir. It is dry. People, I'm telling you, we haven't had rain in a month and 2 days. I tell you how dry it is. As you can see, how I was saying earlier, see how wide this field is. That 30 acres from Mr. Trice that joined next to mine. His bean field is, let's see, down in the corner down there. This is nice acre block. So that's Dad old GMC. As you can see, he's walking around checking things over. He believes his maintenance, and I had to give it to him. Yes, sir. Yeah, have a good one.